Alright, folks, and welcome back to the channel. We're here to discuss Sunday's Glasgow derby as Rangers and Celtic face off in what is, for Celtic anyway, for me, a must win derby at Ibrox. We'll also go over the second leg victory, or the 1-0 victory in Stuttgart, which seen Celtic at least got a Europe with a slight bit of pride, but not much. But I'm joined by Alistair to go over both. How you doing, Alistair?
Good thanks, mate. Good
Good.
thanks.
Good. We may as well also start with the game on Thursday night. I mean, not that it meant anything. I called the game pointless, to be honest with you. And but at least, I mean, and this is scraping really at the bottom of the barrel. At least we didn't get in a kind of absolute embarrassing fashion, and at least we managed to pick up a win at least. But that's the where the kind of positives end.
The only thing I was going to say, Josh, only Celtic could make a historic first ever win in German soil, no meaning,
Aye.
but in the bigger scheme of things. But no, you're right about the play thing. I mean, we kind of, at the last podcast that me and you did, we kind of said this could be anything, and thankfully it wasn't. And uh, And I actually thought we played really well, especially the first half. Uh, and and but I never ever thought we were going through.
Nah.
So I wasn't that delusional.
Aye, the tie was done in the first leg at Celtic Park. I mean, even if we could maybe went out there with a 3-1 scoreline, maybe get an early goal, you think, right, that's right, we're back on here. Still, it's still not likely, but a 4-1 scoreline, the tie's over. Let's be honest, and that's kind of what happened. We obviously seen changes to the team as we'd expect. The big change coming in goal and Sinisal. I mean, I've been an advocate for weeks and saying, well, the goalkeeper, and this is not me having a go at Schmeichel on it, and it's just me stating a fact here. Kasper Schmeichel has not been good enough in terms of this season. He's not had a good, he's been struggling, and I think I don't get what Celtic were doing by keeping him in the, kind of in the spotlight when he's not been having good games. And I've always thought, well, at least we could maybe give Sanasawa a run of games and see what he's made of. Overall, I thought Alistair had done some good stuff. I did think the Stuttgart goal that get disallowed, his wrist need to be a bit stronger there. But in the whole, I thought he done pretty well.
It was it was it was it was better. And I'll tell you what else, you're bang on. I thought it was competent, and that's what you want for a goalkeeper. And I tell you what else I liked, his calmness when he was passing the ball out to the midfielders, Josh, because you know yourself, Casper's kickers can, it's like Hail Marys every time the ball gets back to him, to be honest with you. But no, Vinny he was decent, but I'm still not going to judge anybody good or bad in one game. I'm still a bit skeptical.
I'm going to, this will probably spoil a bit of start love and prediction and type of stuff. There's no reason why Sinisal should not be starting on Sunday. I mean, I don't know what else the guy needs to do. Um,
Well, I'll put it this way: if it doesn't start this Celtic, it's done.
I'd be getting Martin O'Neill's office and just saying, I want to get the club to put me on the list, on the transfer list for the summer because, and if Martin O'Neill's looking at that on Sunday doesn't start him, I will criticise Martin O'Neill.
I
Because
think,
you can't
if you're
see anything
asking
like
me, I
that.
think he will, Josh. But
Because if he doesn't start, I think Martin's going to need to go into his Specsavers on the Monday morning and get his specs a
well,
bit stronger.
all I'll say is, if he if he plays Michael, he better hope, Michael doesn't fuck up because uh, because even if Michael's not to blame for a goal we lose, I think people will say, why did you take uh, a guy that kept a clean sheet in Germany? I think you know, and I know that's going to be.
No, I could still see Cass, but if I said, and that's what I'm saying, if Martin O'Neill picks Cass for Schmeichel, for me personally, there's a lot of criticism coming his way then. If you want, because you can't after that. I think a lot of the other support would be starting to question, right, you're playing this guy who's,
Um,
having been really, 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 really poor over the last few weeks, and then you don't play a guy who is come in, as you said, away at Stuttgart and managed to keep a clean sheet and pulled off some good saves. Saves you would expect him to make, but he
there,
still pulled them off.
there's actually a comparison with the last knockout tie we did one, the David Marshall game, because David Marshall was kind of flung in out of necessity as the game his life in the new camp, and Martin O'Neill played him from then on. So I'm hoping he does the same way Sinazalo, but I've still got a
Aye.
feeling he'll go with Casper.
No, part of me thought, well, he's only played Sal because he knows Cass. So Schmeichel is probably going to play on Sunday. As for the rest of the team, I mean, we've seen other changes. Sriracha played instead of Tierney. Trusty played instead of Scales. Alongside Murray as well. Trusty obviously we expected to see because he can't play on Sunday. Dave Murray I thought was pretty good, to be fair to him. I thought he defended his box really well. Right back, Donovan played. Thought it was
I
him and
like
Murray.
Donovan.
I thought the two of them were good. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought the two of them were good.
Uh,
I thought Murray defended his box pretty well when he had to, and then Donovan was pretty solid as he's usually
he was
been.
up against their best player
Aye.
for the first leg.
So,
Winger.
so I thought it was that both of them are pretty competent. Midfield, Callum McGregor played, which is just, I mean, I found that baffling. To be honest with you, I don't know what
Ca-
I think that was
Calmer,
his 40th odd consecutive football game. I mean, come on.
45 games he's played
Uh,
this
he-
season.
I get he's a captain and stuff, but come on, there needs to be a point. I mean, I know,
Or at least when he got that knock, and you'll know the one I'm talking about, I'm like, take him off. Take him off. We're
uh,
not getting through here, so just, I know you might have won the game in that, but really, we're half an hour to go.
no, it didn't really make sense the fact he even started for me. And I get he's a captain and you're wanting to try and at least maybe get a positive result, which we did. But I'm like, come on, when is he going to actually get arrested? Played against fucking Rocket Light Talbot that's got the Scottish Cup,
Yeah, I
you
know.
know,
I
for
know.
context. So it does question, but when is Callum McGregor's rest period going to be? I don't think it's ever going to be, to be honest. But
Well, if you want my honest opinion, I wouldn't be shocked if it was Conor McGregor's last season at the club, to be
I
honest.
don't know. Obviously, I know the club's going
Controversial.
through a big kind of period of change, but I don't know. Um, I don't know. To be honest with you, but obviously that stuff will be
That's
coming.
just me. But
Aye, to be honest, we'll find out that stuff in the summer. I've kind of said the stuff in the summer. I'm trying to stay away from it. To be honest with you, I really am. Because the list that we've got, to get done, we need to appoint a manager. We need to appoint an actual chairman of the club.
and
We need we need
possibly
to,
a chief executive.
we need to appoint so much. We need to do a lot on the pitch as well in terms of recruitment and signings. So there's a lot today. So I've just been kind of trying to keep no talking about the summer until the end of the season at least. I mean, or
No,
at
it's just
least
me going with my gut, Joe. Sorry, I threw that on you there. You weren't
aye. No, but I think summer will come once we've actually get concrete information on what's going on, because that's the problem. A lot of we don't actually know what's going on. But in terms,
I don't think they know.
well, that's another fucking question. But
Uh,
in terms of the midfield, the other midfield, Hatate again, I'm, I'm
I actually thought he was decent, but no more than decent.
He's not exactly, standing out and marking anyone saying that I want to start on Sunday. That's what I'm looking for, and he's not done that again. But
Uh,
we've had,
If you
uh,
want, if you want my midfield three, Josh, I'll give you it. I think you'll go Cal McGregor, uh, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Benji Nicholson. That'd
mm,
be my three.
the terms of the front three, Yang I thought was pretty good. Um, gave his defensive cover, unlike the guy on the left hand side, but we'll go on
Oh,
it in a minute. Um,
mm,
but I thought Yang was pretty. I thought he was decent for what I seen. To be honest, gotta be honest, I was watching it on my phone, so I wasn't fully engrossed in it. If I'm being honest, but for what I seen, his defensive kind of stuff and going forward, he actually did manage to get us forward and up the pitch a few times. Um, Chavin Chara, I mean, I'm not
didn't
sure it was
do
a
much.
damn out. It was a damn out played for them. That
Yeah,
just shows how much I paid attention to the game. Junior Adamu
he
done well.
actually done all right, especially in the first half, holding the ball in. So that might be something to
Aye,
get us up the pitch at Ibrox.
Adamu done well for obviously the goal. As I said, I didn't really pay much to the finer details because, like I think everybody else, we kind of thought the tie was done. In terms of Maeda, I mean, he offered
It,
nothing.
it was bad.
I
I mean,
mean,
not that it was bad, Joyce, but just nothing coming from him.
but even the defensive, I thought defensively, it wasn't great either.
Mm.
It just wasn't offering it. That chance in the first half, has to score. Sorry, need to
Aye,
score that.
you need to get it out of your feet and get it away.
It's a sitter for me personally. He
You're
needs to
talking about
score
the
it.
young cutback that gets under his foot.
I think so. They
Is
had a
that the
few
one you're talking
chances. I had a few chances. He also had one where he could just, fling himself out to get to it, and he just decides not to. I look at Dyson Maida last season, and I look at it, and like, him last season, he scores the chances, and we maybe are talking about, maybe getting back into the tie if he can
Well,
go 2
let me
nil up
ask
early.
you, Josh. We got a lot of corners. Is it corners, my hobby horse? We got a lot of corners, especially between 30 minutes and 45 minutes. And I was like that, okay, let's just try and score for one of these, and then we are right back in the tie. But wasn't it be happening because as per usual we can't get by the first man.
No,
Um,
that is a Celtic corner. That
yeah,
is what we do for them. But in terms of in terms of the whole way the performance, we got a win in Europe. Well done, but we're
actually,
in.
with away results in Europe, this is what I was going to say. You look at them on paper, they're class, to be honest with you, because
That one
John
each draw against
Bologna,
that one each draw against Kyra was class as well. By the way,
nothing to say
sorry,
about
I had to bring that
that's
up,
what
but
in here. But honestly, Josh, if you actually look, drawing Red Star, drawing Bologna, um, one in Feyenoord, one in Stuttgart, that's good for Celtic. Maybe it's because the standards are low, but
I think if we were feeling good about ourselves and the meaning of the results, because the meaning there was meaning that Bonnie and final does it. I'm not saying that, but we've done all that work to get pumped at home. We've won away, that's great, and hopefully we can kind of. But I keep saying this. Hopefully, we can push it on. There becomes a point where you go, is this, you know,
is it worthwhile? Because
it's clear to see that this squad don't can play better when they're not under pressure. It's clear to see.
aye,
Good,
well,
you talked about the European results away from home. Nobody expected us to go to Feyenoord win. Nobody expected us to go to Bologna and win. Nobody expected us to go to Stuttgart and win. What we do expect is you to beat Hibs at home,
aye.
but the difference is you're under pressure, and that's the
It's
big thing
all
for.
it's
That's the big
almost like
thing.
and you can call it this if you like, but it's almost as if we've turned into we've turned into
Rangers.
Rangers. Aye, we've turned into Rangers.
But the difference is, see, Rangers results mean stuff because they won European knockout ties. I hate to say it, and hopefully next season we can push that away record in. But what it screams to me is, and don't get me wrong, it's good to win away from home and it's good to win in Europe. But what it screams to me is when this squad's under pressure, they can't handle it.
Aye.
They can't handle it. And that's people talk about the standard of Scottish football and how it's low. But the big thing is for Celtic and Rangers is you need to win under pressure. And I'm sorry, but this squad
And
squad's
we've no won. And we've no won a must-win league game this season.
No, we haven't.
Really,
Look at for part against Motherwell, that was must win. I look at Hearts and Tynecastle, Tannadice, must win. Any games that we've not won, we've not won. Every game in the league is must win. See, it doesn't matter if it's Livingston, doesn't matter if it's Hearts, any game in this league is must win for Celtic. But talking about must win, I mean, Alistair, this game at the weekend for me, and I've seen people floating a draw. No, we need to go and win. We need to go and put a statement in.
Yeah, I think the only way you can guarantee is you and me coming on here saying, right, we're back in the league race is a win. Anything else, but forget it.
And right, I'm sick of Celtic players doing their talk off the park. It's not how we work. It's not how we operate. Celtic do their talking on the park. Scott Brown done his talking on the park. And I'm not having a go at Luke McKibben. Well, I probably am at this point. But do your talking on the park. This whole quote about when Celtic are their best. When have Celtic been at their best? Not just this season, but since Munich.
Well, probably no kick to ball post Champions League campaign, and that's probably bang on.
Aye. So Celtic teams were known to do their talking on the park, so this team need to do it as well. I'm hearing too much off the park. It's not just McKibben. You're hearing Negrin coming out and saying a lot about how we're still in the race. Just do your talking on the park, please. I hate it.
Prove it then by winning.
Prove it. And this is probably one of the only few games I've actually got left to prove it. What is? We lose on Sunday, the league's done.
I don't think anybody would deny that.
No, a draw. We're in it by a fucking.
We're in it by. Well, we're in it. A draw puts us in it because to Aberdeen, they then get back to the game by game side.
And by the way, this is a Celtic team who've got 7 defeats. Domestically.
When was the last time that?
When was the last time that happened?
Actually, I think I do know. You know me, Josh, I like my stats. I think it might be. I think I come back to Ronnie Dylas second season.
It's mental. I actually looked at it today and I thought, for me, when was the last time that happened? But Celtic have to win this game. For me, anyway, I think it's not just important that we win the game. If we can win the game, you can go out and right. It gives us something to build on.
You won the game, you take 6. You take 6 points. You take 6 points. You can gain 6 points on Rangers because you've got. I know it's a game at a time, Josh, but then you look at the Aberdeen game. You can take 6 points. That's what I mean. And Hearts will take care of itself.
Especially with a Celtic team, it's a game at a time. This Celtic team can't bank results. And by bank results,
I don't think any team in this league can, to be honest.
No, definitely. I think the standard of this league this season, it's good that there obviously has been 3 teams fighting.
It's competitive, but that doesn't make it good.
I still think the standard is still pretty poor, personally. And that goes for Celtic as well, by the way. I think, I'm trying not to take it away from Hearts. Hearts have done their business and they've been better than Celtic Rangers all season. And, fair fucks to them. But I think it is just always. It's been good in terms, as you said, in terms of drama and
It doesn't make
competition.
it a good standard, Joe.
Aye, no, exactly. So, but as I say, I'm not taking any away from Hearts or anything before anybody thinks I'm taking, because I'm not. Hearts have done really well, but I mean Celtic. It is. All I can kind of say is it is must win for us. It's because we lose, the season's over.
Well, the league season.
But
The league season, I would say.
no, I would also say the cup is over, because if Rangers beat us on Sunday, they'll beat us in the cup, because they're not very far apart.
No.
They're a week apart. So
And we're
Rangers will
playing midweek again.
exactly, and Rangers will, if they beat us on Sunday, would be got a lot of confidence. And they'll be looking to beat us 3 times on the trot as well. By the way,
I mean,
so
I just, I just want to, I just want to see a performance. Want a result first and foremost, of course I do. But I think we've been spooked a lot recently in derbies, and I just like to say, no, we're coming here to make a statement, and that would be the way. If I was doing the team talk, thank God I'm no secretary, but that would be what I would be saying to players. We're coming here to make a statement, and if
aye.
you want to win the league, you need to win here.
No, it's no, exactly. It's just simple as that. Moving on, obviously, to team selection, we did kind of cover the whole goalkeeper thing, so I'm not going to get into that. I think we both agree that Sinisalo should be starting goal. I'm pretty
Just
sure
because
that
they can dive.
he's got 2 hands for a start. But it's true. Castlereagh was one-handed at the moment. He's injured.
Well, obviously, well, I reckon if you lose how many goals we're losing, I think I said it was 9 we've lost in the last 3 games.
Aye.
And San as always managed to keep a clean sheet, so no, keep him in. Keep him in.
In terms of left back for me, I'm going to say
Okay,
Marcel Sarachi should be playing.
I'd, I'd play both.
He could do that, maybe, I don't know. But if you're going for just an out and out left back, I think Marcel Sarachi. Um,
Because they're dangerous doing the wings. So I'd
um,
be tempted to play both.
the centre half pair, Liam Scaves will obviously play, and I'm going to say it, you're probably going to shout at me, but I would play Dane Money.
I'd go Benjamin Arthur just
Um,
for height and physique.
I just think this whole Benjamin Arthur thing's pointless.
Well, Josh, and you're no right. I'm no right. None, whoever we pick, it's not an ideal
No, it's not an ideal
scenario.
situation.
It really is. I mean, Dane Murray, Benjamin Arthur. You could you could toss a coin. To be
No,
fair,
no. But in terms right back, I mean, Julian Araujo will play. I'm
I
assuming he's
so
fit.
should
I'm
so
assuming he's
should.
fit.
Yeah, as I know, him and Tierney were the two that stayed. I don't think Tierney was there. I maybe was on the bench. I don't even know. Can I
I don't
never
know.
seen the subbies, but I don't, I don't, I don't think he's injured. I think it was just I'm going to give the other two a game, and I thought it was quite telling that Donovan only played an hour and they brought Ralston in. So I think Araujo will play, and see, to be honest, he's the one guy that I'm not worried about because
Aye.
he's showing.
I would add Sriracha to that list.
Mm,
I think Celtic should be doing all they can to
I agree with you. I'd keep Sarachi, but the only
but
thing
the
worries me
problem
is
is I ain't there'll be a
injury
lot of
risk.
I ain't there'll be competition as well for him. I ain't there'll be a lot of South American clubs looking at him and
I think
pro-
we've got more of a chance to keep Sarachi than Araujo.
no, there's no chance we keep it out. There's no chance.
Mm, mm.
Because we've discussed it before. The amount of positions we're not spending probably say £8-9 million in a right back. When we've
Well,
got Alistair Johnson to
what,
come back, not a chance.
what did the Bournemouth pay? 11, 12?
11-12 million pounds. I think they played
No chance.
Barcelona.
No chance.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
As much as me and you would love to,
No,
but
we would, but there's not
it's
a chance.
not
Let's be
happening.
honest. Especially with the positions, we're no settled in all the other positions we need to cover. So no, definitely not. The midfield. I mean, I know he's out of spoiled for choice.
I gave
Cal-
you my midfield three, John.
I agree with you. Callum McGregor, Oxlade Chamberlain, and Benjamin Negron. I think is the best we've gotten at the moment.
And can I be honest? The only reason I personally would play in England, self-explanatory, is the only guy that
Seems to be
has
able to
proven
score.
this season to be scoring goals.
Aye. No, that's my same reason. Forward line. The forward line for me has to be Yang, Taneki, and Chavanchara, I would say. Because
Well, mine's no completely different. I agree with Yang, but the other two is different. I would play. I would play Yang. I hate saying this. Maeda and Chabanchara.
I
Just
just
because
I just don't
Maeda.
think Maida does anything. What the problem is with guys in Maida now, we're all getting back on, but he used to be good in these games, but he's not now. He's not now, and there's so much revisionism for me with Maida, and I would love nothing more than Maida, but he's not the same player.
I think
He's nowhere near it.
I agree, but I think Taneki can be a bit of luck. I don't think we can afford a luxury player. And I'm hoping
If you like,
Maeda will at least give you that assist.
if you if you like it or not, Taneki's literally the only guy, the only winger that has scored, contributed to a point. If you're being honest with you, that probably shows where we are as a club, and it probably does. But that is the fact. I mean, I just I like guys in mind, man, but he just doesn't offer anything.
I think he'll play. I think he'll play Maeda on the left.
Well, I think I'm going to be honest. I hope he proves me wrong and puts in a shift, but I don't know.
Well, let's be honest, John. The 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 midfield and the forward line, you could throw a blanket over them. To be honest,
What?
you could throw a blanket over them as in terms of whether you pick Taneki, whether you pick Maeda. That's what I meant.
Yes.
You're obviously half asleep, mate. You know.
No,
You know,
I mean, you're an old bastard, so I don't get off your references, but, but
never heard of that again.
no, I haven't actually. No,
I throw a
so
blanket over them.
so
Aye.
Alistair showing his age yet again. I'm only joking. But I mean, to finish off,
This'll be good.
score predictions. This will be fun. Alistair, on you go.
Right, I don't know where this is coming from.
Delusion, probably.
2-1. 2-1 Celtic. Was that yours, Benny Jones?
No, it wasn't actually. One each.
Mm.
And
I can actually see it being a draw.
and I've had to try and put some fucking demo on me to get me to that point, because
So
it's getting to the point where it could have been 4 or 5 now in the Rangers.
we've no got Liam.
We'll get Liam's, but as all predictions have probably went this season, apart from Alistair, in a 3-4 week
Well,
period.
you hope I'm right this time.
I know, of course, I hope you're right. And I hope I am severely wrong. And I hope Celtic do win.
And yes, And yes, Rangers' goal will come from a penalty kick, folks.
No, it'll come for a corner because we can't defend them and they've got a lot of height in their team. So I think
A,
we'll come for a corner.
a Liam Skills one in the 89th minute. And maybe Josh will give him a bit of credit at the end of the game.
Uh, that's a tough decision. We'll see if that does actually happen. But no. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there for today's video. I'm will be back tomorrow after the game with post-match reaction. Hopefully talking about a win and hopefully talking about a Liam Scales stoppage time winning at Ibrox. But until next time, we'll speak to you later and hail hail.
Hail, hail.